going to get. All right, everybody, it's Josie here from Sydney, Australia. So I have been marketing activation product for the last 5 years. And what we are launching on the 15th of this month in Australia, New Zealand, and Europe is the first ever GLP-1 natural activator. It's called the Mind Body System. So I don't know if you've heard of GLP-1 before. If you've not heard of GLP-1, drop no in the chat, because this product here, this particular hormone here, it's causing huge surge of profit in the pharmaceutical industry. But today, we're not talking about pharma. We are talking about a product that is going to help so many people. This product launched in the US in October of last year. And if you are not in our VIP Facebook group, drop Facebook in the chat and we will add you, because you would want to see the stories, the before and after, the inspiration that comes from people who have already been taking this product. In fact, we have a couple of ladies who will be sharing their story in a little while. So let me start by saying that you probably have noticed there is a rise of health conscious consumer. So if you look around, there's a lot of gyms, there's a lot of health related products. So most likely, and you drop in the chat, yes, if you have purchased any health care products or services, because we are living in a world where there's a lot more people that are conscious of their health. So there's a trend and explosion in digital marketing and direct sales. And for sure, now that we have this GLP-1, it's going to change really so many people's lives. So instead of relying just on pharmaceutical and injection. So first, let me talk to you about GLP-1. In fact, although I have a nursing background, I wasn't really familiar with GLP-1. I've heard of the GLP-1 agonists, which are the injections that the doctors are recommending or they are prescribing to people who have diabetes. And in fact, a lot of people don't have diabetes, but they are quite overweight and they resorted to taking this GLP-1 agonist. And so let me give you a little bit of statistics before I go through some details about what is GLP-1. So this market here has caused significant growth in the pharmaceutical industry, particularly with a couple of pharmaceuticals who have produced these injectables. So one of them has sold a total of $45 billion in 2024. How many injections would that be? It's like 45 billion in 2024. That really is so crazy, because the other company, their sales was $29.8 billion. So in total, between the two companies, there's over $70 billion sales with this GLP-1 agonist. Now, this is what happened. What happens is this will continue to grow. But for those of you who are familiar with this topic, the GLP-1 agonist, you probably have heard of people that are taking it that are looking for a natural solution. So what is it? So what is a GLP-1? So this is what they call a glucagon-like peptide, which really is, these are hormones that's supposed to be produced by the body. But what happens is that as we get older, and also affected by our environment, the production of this slows down. And why is it important that we should have it? Because it regulates your appetite, which means that instead of eating a lot, it curbs those craving, it controls your craving, it enhances your metabolism. So I'll go through that in a little bit, but most importantly, this hormone is crucial in regulating blood sugar. Okay, that's why they give it to people with diabetes. So in short, it helps with insulin secretion because, as you know, when you eat something that is sugary, or it goes to your brain and your brain says, oh my gosh, there's lots of sugar here, let us produce insulin. Okay, so the insulin are the ones that regulate, well, they help to balance your sugar, because if you have high sugar, that causes diabetes. So like I said earlier, it slows your digestion, suppresses appetite, because at the end of the day, it's what we put in our mouth, right, that causes most of us to really put on a lot of weight. Okay, it also, and now this is what I love about this product, because people think that if they are on GLP-1 agonists, that it's only to lose weight or to regulate sugar, but no. One is heart health. It supports cardiovascular health. The number one killer in the world today is cardiovascular health. And neuroprotective, like it protects the brain. Okay, so I know I keep repeating it, but it's important to understand why people are having this GLP-1 injection, right? So they are, it's called agonists because it's really not a natural solution. It's something that you put in your body to, that is, so that it works like the hormone. Okay, and so then if you have a natural solution, which I'll talk about, it's even better. So GLP-1, if you have the right level, regulates your appetite and blood sugar, signals the brain that you're full after you eat, slows down the rate of which food leaves the stomach to promote the feeling of fullness. You don't quite feel, like those hungry all the time. And I hear stories of people who are saying, oh my gosh, that food noise is lesser. Or some of them, it's eventually gone, where you're not opening the fridge at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., like we all do that, right? So isn't it great to be able to have something that supports your body, that is going to help you to less likely overeat or succumb to cravings as a result? Okay, so, oops, going back. So this is, people say to me, Josie, can I just take it for a month? Can I take it for 2 months? Can I take it for 3 months? What I would recommend is to learn what is, right? So you would be eating eggs and you'd be eating protein because you know they're good for you. So you just don't eat it for a week and you know it's going to sustain you for the rest of your life. No. Like any hormones that our body requires, we need it. But unfortunately, it slows down. So if it slows down, that's what impacts your metabolism. It impacts your sugar, it impacts everything. So it is important to think long term, because not only that it just helps you sustain your sugar, your glucose response, but it supports the heart, your liver, your kidney, your brain. And so how good it is that people are not just taking it to lose weight, but it can help them in other parts of the body. Okay, so how does it help with weight management? Because today that's what we're talking about. I need to, I'm now 60, I'll be 65 the end of this year. And through the last, especially the last couple of years, I started to wear baggy pants, because I have this pouch in my belly. It's like suddenly it's actually called visceral fat, which is not good, because visceral fat is fat that hugs onto your organ, which is not good, right? But from everything that I have seen, I have hope. Okay, so I don't know what is your reason for listening to this. Maybe you want to lose a bit of weight. Maybe you want to address your visceral fat. But I can tell you that when you understand how the GLP-1 hormone works, you would want to start taking it. Okay, so let me give you an example. So let's say you go to a doctor and the doctor says, and you go to the doctor with, you're suffering from a lot of migraine. And the doctor says, well, here's a medication that you'll take. Do you need to understand how that medication works? You know that the doctor knows that's going to help you, suppress the pain that you have when you have those migraines. So similarly, you don't have to understand all the science of GLP-1 hormone. But if you want to know more, we have got short videos that will explain that. So speak to the person who invited you here because we can share those videos to you. So let's go. So how does this GLP-1 hormone work in relation to weight management? And I love it because there is so much obesity around. We live in such in a rich world that we could literally eat anything, and we overeat, and we don't move too much, and all these things that cause us to put on weight. So how does it work? This hormone GLP-1 tells the brain that you are full and that you don't need to eat anymore. That's the one where it's literally, slows down. What is it that slows down? It turns off the food noise. How cool is that? So it's not going to say to you, Mary, 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 come on, open the fridge because I'm hungry. Because you're not, it's going to help you a lot. So we have got programs in place. We have got tips, like we have resources for you. We have a guide, even a guide, over 20 page to really help you, because what we want to do is to make sure that when you start this program, that you will become successful, successful in losing weight. So balances your sugar. I said that so many times, and your food cravings. Regulate your appetite, leading to less calorie consumption, and also cuts down your craving, slows down the rate at which food leaves the stomach, and quiets the food noise. Now, these are the reasons why we need that GLP-1 hormone at a level where it is working. Because then, instead of us thinking about food all the time, we're more productive with other things. Plus, you can save a lot on food because, as you know, when we go shopping, suddenly we have all these excess, snacks and food that maybe we don't really need. Okay. So the GLP-1 blend. So we call it the GLP-1 blend because it's a blend of natural ingredients. And if you want to know about the ingredients, because I don't want to talk about it today because it's quite complicated, we will send you all the ingredients. We'll tell you all about it. Because the formulator, our scientists, the formulators of this product, obviously understood that we have a huge crisis in the world today, which is obesity. A lot of people, they say it's like, it's about the third diabetes, something like that, because diabetes is on the rise, and so obesity is on the rise. So our GLP-1 blend helps you with your relationship with food, that contributes a lot to how you look and feel. It's true. I was talking to someone today, and she was sharing with me how much weight she's lost. And I said, well, how do you feel? Right? It also helps to stop the toxic cycle of emotional eating and diet culture, because that's what it is. When people want to lose weight, they go on a diet, they go off a diet, on a diet, off a diet, on a diet, off a diet. I know that some people probably can relate to that. But now with our product, there's less impulse. It's more balanced weight loss. So here it is. When you take these products, you will make GLP-1. Your body will make GLP-1. Okay. So our company is called LifeVantage, and they produce activation products. So I'll talk about the most powerful product that we have apart from Mind Body in a little while. So when they launched this in the US in October, it sold in 13 days, 3 months supply, supposed to have 3 months worth of supply, sold in 13 days. Why? Because so many people are on the GLP-1 injection. Okay, it's called GLP-1 agonist injection. And a lot of people are looking for solutions. So in fact, I had a gentleman message me today, and I called him, and he said, I want to know about this natural product that you have. And I said, why, what's the matter? And he said, I have been on the injection. And he said that he's starting to have blurry eyes. And so I know, imagine that over $40 billion worth of GLP-1 agonists sold last year. And now people, some of them are looking, a lot of them, in fact, are looking for a natural solution. And so what you'll find is with the mind-body solution, it doesn't have the side effect that you will have from a drug. But so don't worry about this one. There's a lot of science behind it. So this is our product. Okay, the mind-body system, it comes as a jewel. One of the bottle is called MB Core. So it will have 60 capsules. You take 2 soon after you get out of bed, because you need to take it before at least 30 minutes before you have a meal. Okay, so it's best to take it soon after you get to the bathroom, wash your face, brush your teeth, and then you take your MB Core. Okay, and then the MB Enhance is a really lovely drink that, well, it's not, it is a drink because you mix it with a drink, right? But this is the one that helps with your microbiome, your gut health, that helps with your brain as well. And so it has a lot of fiber. And so this here, it quite helps you to quieten the, to make you feel fuller, okay? And so there's people take it different times. So in fact, I interviewed Charlene, who lost like 19 kilos from Europe, and she said that she takes it after her meal. So she doesn't snack at night, because I think a lot of people tend to snack at night. But for me, I make it like a lunch. So I mix it with protein powder. I mix it with some frozen fruit or fresh fruit. And that's how I take it. And it makes me feel full, it's like a meal for me. So different people take it differently. Okay. So that's what we call our mind-body system. So this is important. I want you to listen to this, because it is a 12-week human clinical study. So they didn't just produce it and say, let's market it. They want to trial it. They want to see, they want us to do a study. When you produce a drug or you produce any of these nutraceuticals, you do a clinical study to see on average what is the response. Okay, so this 12-week clinical study has shown improvements where increase of GLP-1 by 140% on average. So meaning there's a lot of people that really don't have enough level of GLP-1 hormone that doesn't do what we talk about, like, quieten the food noise, reduce the craving, make you feel fuller, etc., etc., and balance your blood sugar. Increase GLP-1 by 140% on average. There's a 9 pounds or 4 kilos lost in 8 weeks, and you probably think, oh, that's not a lot. Different people have different responses, because if you have a lot more weight to lose, you probably lose more. But what happens here is, and when you reach, like in this study, after 8 weeks, the average weight loss was 11.5 kilograms. And so I was interviewing Dr. Jeff last few days ago, and he was saying that, in the first 4 weeks, he didn't really lose much until he gets to the 8th week, the 12th week. So the longer that you take it, you could lose more. But like I said, the response is different to each and every one. Now, I can tell you that if that's all you do is to take this, it's not going to be enough. Because when I started to take it, I was told, like, Josie, what's your protein intake like? And you got to have to hydrate. You got to have enough protein in your body. You take enough protein. I think it's about 1 gram per pound or per kilo. Okay, so somebody drop in the chat what it is exactly. You also have to drink enough water and move your body. So this is one of the most crucial. The third one, 100% who lost weight did not lose muscle. Did not lose muscle. Because a lot of people that have been taking those pharmaceuticals, one of the problem is they lose muscle. And imagine at my age, if I lose muscle, it's going to impact on my health and my longevity. We need to have enough muscles, right? No, it's 100% did not lose. And there's loss of up to 27. That's visceral fat. That's what I want to lose, right? The visceral fat. So if you've got the belly fat, there is hope. And I'll show you some before and after photos. And I can tell you that those people didn't sit in the gym 24/7 to achieve that kind of result. 82% took back control of their relationship with food, and 95% had decreased sugar craving. How cool is that? Now, this is the product that I was alluding earlier about, because we're an activation company. This was the first product that was produced 20 years ago and was featured in the ABC prime time, where the the person, the anchor, the newscaster said that he looked into this product. They want to investigate the claim. Like, what? How can it produce millions of antioxidants, right? And so he went and he said, I want to know about this. And the scientists who formulated this said, well, if you want, why don't you give it a try? You're going to be our guinea pig. So he took it. After 14 days, his oxidative stress reduced by 70%. So imagine this here has been studied by numerous universities, and it's in PubMed if you want to have a look at it. But when you take this, it helps produce millions of antioxidants. And that's what we need to repair our cells. Now, here, it's a million times more powerful than any supplement you can take. And if you want to know more about those studies, just, talk to the person who invited you here, and we will send you the summary of those studies. And why did I allude to this? Because it's important to take the mind body with that, because these people that I'm going to share with you, that's exactly what they've done. They've taken the Protandim and RF2, and they took the mind body. And look at this, right? I should have the number of weeks here, but here, this lady here is 2 months. The one on the left, 2 months. How cool is that? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see the ones with the dates. Oh, I should have gotten the dates. Okay, the gentleman on the right, this guy here, I know this guy. I've seen him so many times. I've talked to him so many times, Tyler Daniel. He's actually got a very, very good business. And look at his tummy. He was he was like he wore like loose polo shirts, so you can see. But look at him now. What a transformation. This Charlene here, when I saw her photo on Facebook, I could not believe it. It's like, are you sure? But look, this is incredible. So I reached out to her and I said, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. So I interviewed her. If you're interested to hear what she said, let us know, because we could send you the link. And this woman here, her life is changing. It's her confidence level that was so bad. And she said, my gosh, Josie, my confidence level is better, a lot better. And now she's doing her own Facebook Live. But how life-changing can that be? You would be crawling. You would be so tired if you had a body like that. But the mind body is helping people definitely. And that's the reason why I like these photos, is because that's the part of the body that I want to lose mine. So here's Ashley on the left. How she said that she doesn't really like exercise, but look, even her thighs, can you see how trimmer they are? Like, how incredible to go from the day 1 to day 60, right? So incredible. So we have a Facebook group. Just make sure that you reach out to us so we can add you to our Facebook group so you can read what people are saying. So we're not just saying it because we want to sell the products. People are actually sharing their testimonial. So you can see why they're saying that. Now, before I go on with the rest of the presentation, I want to invite Katrina, who is here today. Let me see where she is. Katrina, because I can tell you, this lady here, okay, Katrina, let me see. Let me see.
Hello.
Let me just, okay, so all right, spotlight, and where's Katrina?
I'm here.
Yeah, I guess, there you go, spotlight, there you go. All right, Katrina, thank you so much for, being brave to share your story today. So maybe you can share your story as we show your photos. Let me get
Yes,
myself.
luckily I can't see the photos, so that's good, but I know what they look like, unfortunately, but that's okay. So, a year and a half ago, I was in Brisbane at our head office, financial planning, and they took the professional photographer there, took a photo of me. They sent it to me, and when I opened it up at my desk back in Sydney, it flashed up full size, my whole screen expands, and I just my my brain just fried. I quickly shut that down as quick as I could, and I thought I've got to do something about this right now. So first thing I did was I called HR, people and performance, and said that if they ever use that photo, I will resign on the spot. So I think they took the message, and that bought me some time. And then I thought, you know what, I need to do something now. And the only thing I could think of was my friend has been on Mounjaro and Ozempic and things like that for a long time. And she had kept saying to me, she's a pharmacist, and she kept saying to me, Katrina, if you're interested, just let me know. And so that was the final straw. I'm not a fan of big pharma. I'm not a fan of synthetic things. I much prefer natural. But I took the plunge and decided to try the synthetic product. First, I went on Ozempic, and that was a disaster. I felt nauseous and horrible. And so I didn't stay on that for very long. So then I switched to Mounjaro, which is better. I lost weight, but as well as the weight, I lost muscle. And, I'm 55. I can't afford to lose muscle. Like Josie was just saying, can't afford to lose muscle. My anxiety, which I didn't really have before, went through the roof. I mean, crushing of the stomach anxiety a lot, often. And I knew it was just because of the Mounjaro. My resting heart rate went up significantly, like 15%. Um, but I was terrified to stop because I know that when people stop these synthetic drugs, they put on the weight very quickly. So I felt trapped. I felt like I couldn't do anything. Then, luckily, LifeVantage brought out this new mind body GLP-1 system, and I finally felt like I had some hope. I saw the results that the top 55 consultants in America were getting, like Tyler Daniels, that you just saw then. And I thought, this is it. This is for me. So, I trust our activation with LifeVantage, and I've been on LifeVantage products for a while. So I transitioned the way they told me to from Mounjaro to the LifeVantage system, and I have not looked back. Straight away, the food noise disappeared, and that was a relief. Sleep, absolutely through the roof. My sleep has been terrible for many years. I sleep like an absolute log now. My resting heart rate went down from the low 80s to 66 in 7 weeks, 83 to 66 in 7 weeks, which is amazing. The crushing anxiety, I realized a few weeks later, had gone completely. Completely. I just had a flash of it for a minute or two, and then I realized it had just completely gone. My weight has reduced. The back fat doesn't lie. I'm calm. I'm clear-headed. I'm energized, and I feel vital. I feel like I'm in my 20s. My digestion's better. My skin is glowing. Have a look. Have a look at my nails. My nails are glowing. People tell me I'm glowing. Um, I know that this is sustainable, and that is a real joy to me. My health span has increased dramatically. Um, this is just a really short story. I know I'm not the only one that feels trapped on these synthetic products. And, I was so afraid to stop and so afraid to stay on the product. I know I'm not the only one. And that's why I'm passionate to get the information about this product to as many people as possible, because when these drugs that I was just talking about are the number one and very close to number one seller in America in a year, the number one drug, then that is a bad sign, right? We need to do something. So get back to the person that invited you and ask them about it. I've gone from obese to overweight, and I'm now well on the way to being a natural, healthy weight. And I'm so, so grateful and so full of hope. Thanks, Josie.
Yeah, I actually took that photo with Katrina sitting down and her neck looks amazing.
Much
So
better.
yeah, I don't think Maggie's here. So the mind-body system. Okay, so that's the product that we have, and I'll show you the prices that we will. But I can tell you that with this, you will be more mindful about your eating habits because we will have a lot of guides for you. It's all done by the company. It's, it even got a tracker really, really well structured. So this is it. It helps your cell protection from free radicals because if you know what free radicals are, they're bad for you. These are the damaged cells, toxins that cause damaged cells. So when you take the MB system, this is what the TGA has approved. We could claim normal energy metabolism, normal physiological function, reduction of tiredness and fatigue, normal energy release from food, normal carbohydrate metabolism, normal cognitive function, and normal macronutrient metabolism. It just really helps you improve overall your body. So what is this for? It's for current or past users of competitive products looking to transition to a natural alternative. So if you're like Katrina, who's been taking the injection, this could be a solution for you. And for those who are considering, to lose some weight or to lose their belly gut like me, okay? And those who have been on yo-yo diet that are looking for effective, sustainable solution. So these are the packages for Australia. And so if you, now these are the prices for consultants. So as a consultant, you buy it at the cheapest price. You don't have to sell if you don't want to, but at least it's a way to be able to buy it at the cheapest price. So what I recommend, if you look at the top on the left, that is our healthy balance stack. Okay, this is for two people. So if it's a husband and wife, you can take it and you save money on that one. Total of 15% discount. So you have two bottles of the MB Core, two containers of the MB Enhance, and two Protandim. So it's literally good for 2 months. It's $630, $560 for consultants and $630 for customers. So the best way is to become a consultant to save, and that's $560. It's $280, for you and your partner. It's pretty good. Now, the one next to it's called Healthy Balance Pro Stack. So people who want to really enhance their gut health, we have a ProBio. The Axio is for energy and brain drink. So I literally drink this in the afternoon or even in the morning to really give me that focus and energy, and just really keeps me going through the day. Now, if you just want the mind-body system, but my recommendation, because based on that study is people were taking it with the Protandim and RF3. If you just want that, it's 258. It's not much difference, right? It's not much difference. If there's two of you, you buy two sets, that's 280. So you're buying a $70 product for just not much, okay? And then at the bottom here, if you want to add the collagen, just the collagen, it's got a lot of function. It's good for the gut, for the skin. It's good for the heart, the joints. It's really just something that, keeps you together. You will glow with this. So if you want that, that's there as well. The Healthy Balance Stack is for one person is $290, okay, for a consultant. So you save 10% discount. So here is really a really good package that the company has put together. It's available from the 15th, but my recommendation is if you're not yet on the Protandim, we've got a kickstart, a starter kit that you can buy. Okay, this is for New Zealand, so similar packages but different prices. Okay, so make sure if you're from New Zealand, talk to the person who invited you here so that they can show you exactly what's right for you. So There going to be a lot of resources. We're going to give you that. There's an education series, because I just think that it's important for people when they take this, not to just buy the products, for you to be able to understand what is it that you're taking. We're going to give you the clinical study. We have product videos, like we have everything. They thought of everything. And the reason why I'm so excited about this is I know with the statistics that I've just read earlier about people that are going out there to buy the GLP-1 agonist that is pharmaceutical. There we now have a natural alternative. Okay, it doesn't have the side effects that you will experience. So instead of waiting, you can take the NRF2, but we have a Kickstart bundle for Tandem NRF2, a ProBio, and Axio. If somebody can drop in the chat, in the comments, how much that is for Australia and New Zealand, that would be really good. It helps with your gut, your brain, also helps reduce those oxidative stress. And so what we have seen in people that were activated means you're taking the activator prior to starting the mind-body system, had a better and quicker response to the GLP-1 hormone activation, better experience, more satisfaction, etc. Okay, and so we are launching. So this is our pre-launch, but our official launch will be in May. We have our Lisa is the VP of Research and Development, so she's had a significant input into the formulation of this product, and our CEO is coming as well. So if you're in Sydney, it's the 8th of May. So have a look, Auckland, Sunshine Coast, Rockhampton, Melbourne, and Perth. So we hope to see you there. So lastly, what is it that makes us different? There's probably some products there that say they're also GLP-1 agonists, but we're an activation company, so we have mastered what the body requires to actually activate its own antioxidants, its own collagen, and now its own GLP-1. So like I said, there is a study that goes with that. And so when you take it, if you've been on injection before, we have a transition program for that. If you've never been on an injection, we also have a start program. So we will let you know what is phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, so that you know what to expect. So don't expect miracles. Don't expect to lose 10 kilos in 90 days. Maybe some people do. Maybe some people will take time. So it really is those products where people respond differently. But this is what I know, that if you do what needs to be done and take the product, meaning you move your body, you hydrate, you sleep properly, and you eat your proteins, I think you are on the right path. So now is Margie here? Margie. So Margie is probably one of our
jump on the call, Josie.
Oh, okay. So we'll probably have her next time, since we've gone over time. So I just want to thank everybody who's been here who has attended our online presentation. If you have any questions, reach out to the person who invited you here, and we'll get you started and ready for activation. So